Hope everything's going well. Oh yeah, I'm trying to. Oh god. Um.
Not trying to step on your toes, you know.
All over my controller. Oh god. Hey, drunk. How's it going, my man? Hope you're doing well. Boy. Oh, it worked. Luke, I guess. How was the movie? The movie was awesome. It was awesome. I always describe it as Marvel's way of flossing their teeth with flossing their teeth with Justice League. Yeah. How are you doing so far, man? I can't add a grip to it. Flossing with money. Yeah, that too. I'm okay, just chilling. Yeah, just chilling. Just chilling. I definitely enjoyed it. I kept the whole entire time I couldn't like truly focus on just the movie. I just kept like comparing it comparing it to Justice League for some reason. Yeah. Should unequip some stuff for you. That should be fine. I think that's all you need right now. Oh, I guess I can get you an I rage quit last night. Oh, against the Valkyries. Sorry to hear that. Me rage quitting. Oh, ooh, four left. Who were the last four enemies? Trolls. That sounds like. All right. One was a traveler, three nobodies. Oh, I heard travelers are trash. Like a lot of people hate travelers. Effing travelers. Travelers are the bane of your existence. That's gotta suck though. All right, Cassandra. Let's see what we could get you. I'll get it today. You better get it today. No, you will get it today. Should be fine. Gonna be glorious. Definitely agree with that. To clear my.
Care Oswin. Odd that the trail should lead us here. Ban Loren is a pious, unassuming man. What has he become involved in?
It doesn't matter.
Might simply be a victim as well.
Let's see what lies within.
Kind of trash. Was gonna make a lame joke when I got here. What kind of joke were you gonna make? What kind of joke were you gonna make? Still playing Dragon Age? Go on, do tell, sir. Do tell. Everybody's waiting. Everybody, I mean you and feel free to tell the joke. Drunk. Oh. Ooh, 4.2.
Promises.
You were looking at maybe materials. One of them said never right. And I was gonna say you always wrong. You never right.
They've hounded us for centuries.
You should have went for it.
What kind of strange beliefs?
They believe they are Seekers, the only rightful ones. They say we robbed their powers long ago, preventing them from ending the world.
Ending the world?
The only way to truly eradicate evil in their eyes.
You're fine. It wasn't that bad.
It's all nonsense.
I was like, nah, that's bad. Trust me. Heard worse.
Why haven't the Seekers...
Heard better, but I heard way
They have,
worse.
many times. They
You never
simply
right,
reappear
though.
after a time like weeds. Nobody knows how.
Is it possible to negotiate with them?
They're fanatics, drunk on whatever forbidden magic they can find to make themselves true Seekers. This explains why the Seekers might be here, but not the connection to Corypheus.
Lord the Castle. We've done this quest before. Trash loot.
A Seeker. Did they torture him to death? The Promisers will pay for this.
That's a weird staircase. Oop. Pretty good, pretty good. Courtyard key. Oh, what? Okay. Alright. I don't know what. That was the weirdest
Seekers of
glitch.
truth have proven resistant to the effects of Red Lyrium. The Elder One has seen fit to place them in your care. Reclaim your destiny, and know that the Elder One expects your devotion as repayment. Signed by Magister Calpurnia, leader of the Venatori. Does Corypheus not realize the Promisers want the world to end? What use are they to him?
So Corypheus sold the Seekers to these cultists.
And they leapt at the chance, of course. But this doesn't explain how he captured the Seekers in the first place, or what's been done with them. We must keep looking.
The letter said Seekers were resistant to red lyrium.
Our abilities grant us many gifts, but a resistance to red lyrium's corruption? That seems strange. Although it would
I was
explain
so
why
salty
none
at the
have
end of the
numbered
movie.
among the red
I've been less salty about things in real life that actually have an impact on my well-being. You're less salty about dying with 4 people in the end of the challenge run last night compared to the end of Marvel. Nah, it got to the point where they kept talking about how strong the Infinity Gauntlet was. I was like, they need to show how strong the Infinity Gauntlet is. So that's all that was coming to mind for me. I was like, they can't be talking about, yeah, at the snap of a finger, he could just wipe the whole universe, half the universe. I mean, the thing happens in the comics, so I was curious how much was Marvel Universe capable of taking away. I knew people were gonna die too, like long before. I'm just more curious, like that shouldn't. Thor should have. Oh my gosh, Thor! I was when Thor got there. I was like, where is he, man? Where is he? Thanos got there, just wrecked everybody's poop. Brought back Vision. Vision had to die twice. Vision died twice before Thor got there. That's how slow Thor was. Vision died twice. I was like, Thor, take your time. What are you doing? Comes in at the last second. Doesn't even get a kill confirmed. Like, bruh. I was also thinking, it's my general theory that I got from the movie. I was like, I think the people who disappeared are the ones who are actually alive, and the people who are left behind are who will die in the end. They're like gonna trade places. Because the funny thing about it was the people who evaporated are superheroes, mostly superheroes who had like a sequel planned, or a second movie, or a third movie, like Black Panther or Spider-Man. So that's what was going through my head. Yeah, they never talked about what happened to Valkyrie, Thor's new boo. They just showed everybody else just war struck, and they never showed like where her body was. If she had a body. That's what I noticed. I guess I wasn't looking hard enough. Yeah, Valkyrie is still alive. I thought so. Like I couldn't see her at all. I was like, because I watched the end of Thor Ragnarok, I was like, wait. She was with them in the ship. Did she just get dropped off before? No, the ship ended up right in front of them. She was still on the ship. So I was like, where is she now? Did you off-screen her? Like in some type of sex dungeon that we don't know about? I doubt that would be the case. Disney. I do applaud Disney on like a couple of things. I was like, they weren't afraid to go the dark route. Well, granted, it's the directors, but Disney could have like held the rein on certain things. I was actually pretty impressed with how much they were letting go.
Daniel!
Daniel-san.
Can you hear me?
Cassandra.
It is you. You're alive.
As are you. I'm so glad I found you.
No, they put a demon inside me. It's tearing me up.
What? You can't be possessed. That's impossible.
I'm not possessed. They fed me things. I can feel it growing.
Oh God.
Can we do anything?
I don't know. This thing inside him.
The
Alien?
Lord Seeker. You have to find him.
Of course we'll find him. If he lives, we'll...
Lucius betrayed us, Cassandra. He sent us here, one by one. An important mission, he said. Lies.
Lies.
He was here with them all along. He's still working with them.
Could it have been the demon from Therinfal?
No, the demon came later.
But a demon couldn't simply take his place without anyone noticing.
The Lord Seeker allowed it. He let...
I was a little
take
upset
command
that
while-
Hulk got his cheeks kicked at the beginning
Here.
by Thanos, but everyone else held their own. I, I was chuckling about that too. I was chuckling. I mean, okay, we could go by this. Thanos let everybody get their shots in. But if it was one person, he used enough strength to take them out. That's how I took it. But I agree with that statement. I was like, each person who approached Thanos, I was like, so this person's stronger than the Hulk? I mean, you could argue for Iron Man, but Iron Man wasn't wearing a Hulkbuster.
Cassandra.
Now is not the time for sympathy.
Wait. Don't leave me like this, please.
No, you're definitely correct though.
You should have come with me. You didn't believe in the war any more than I did.
You know me. I wanted that promotion.
That promotion. Of course you
Don't
did.
Make a side, Daniel. You will be welcome.
Turns out Bruce Banner was using a Hulkbuster suit. Also know,
My apprentice.
based off
I
comics,
have never
Iron
known
Man has
one
another
young
suit.
man.
It's called
Now we find Lord Seeker.
Godbuster. But that's based off the comics. I don't know if part 2 will dive into that a little further. It'd be interesting if they do. But yeah, I think my theory might be validated. There's a lot of people who died. Granted, you know they're going to be brought back almost like Dragon Ball Z style in a way. Or like the reality of the people who we saw still standing are people like who died. Granted, in reality, they were supposed to die like a while ago. Not a while ago, but like this coming film, everybody was expecting Captain America and Iron Man. I think Doctor Strange left Tony alive to wield the gauntlet. He knew. Yeah, he did see all the possible. So I agree with that. I could agree with that. I'm glad they weren't afraid to play with the scale of how strong Thanos actually is. So I definitely appreciate that. The general accuracy. Like him throwing a moon at them was hilarious in my opinion. I felt so bad for Rocket. He lost everything, all his friends. That's true. If the world is brought back to the way it is, or like attempt to bring back people back. I wonder how far they're gonna go. If they're gonna stop at before Grimoire dies or something like that. Or will they stop after that?
Seeker Lucius.
Because I know Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is supposed to come back. And I think most of the movies that take place after Infinity War takes place, they're slightly before or like showing the ramifications, similar to movies that took place after the first Avengers, like Spider-Man and other things like that, or Iron Man 3, where Tony kept having PTSD nightmares.
You must be very proud of your handiwork.
I presume you know we Seekers of Truth were once the original Inquisition.
You think Loki is gone forever?
We fought to restore
Himdall?
order in a
Yeah.
time of madness long ago.
I could see that too. I think also Loki could be alive.
We sought
There's a lot of times where you thought he was just dead. I mean, granted, Thanos said, knows about how he could resurrect and stuff like that, or like switch his body or someplace.
a war that will see
So
no
it could be possible that he's actually really dead, but who knows?
We are not the original Inquisition.
Of course you say that now.
So you did all this because you hate our order?
We Seekers are abominations, Cassandra. We created a decaying world and fought to preserve it even as it crumbled.
Oh man.
We had to be stopped. You don't believe me? See for yourself.
I know nothing about Captain Marvel too. I just know
After the former Lord Seeker was slain,
she's really strong.
the war of the ages had already
I don't
begun.
know to what
It was
extent.
not too
I don't know
late
if to like
to do the right thing.
to the length of like a Titan strong, or one of the entities similar to like Peter Quill's dad, but
And this was the right thing.
Lord Seeker, what you
oh hey
done-
Dark Raven, how's it going, man?
What
Welcome
Corinthians
back. I hope
did
you're
with
doing
the
well.
Templars does not matter.
Yeah, I actually didn't do this mission in the first playthrough.
I created a new order to replace the old. The world will end so we can start anew. A pure beginning.
So is Marvel.
Yes, Cassandra.
Okay.
It is the Maker's will.
Thank God we have Dark Raven here, man. Throw down the facts. By the way, Dark Raven, have you seen Infinity Wars? We don't want to spoil it for you if you haven't. If you read the comics but haven't seen the movie, I still consider it spoiler territory, because I knew what was happening or what to expect coming into it, but seeing the movie is still different from reading the comics or listening to comics.
He was insane. He had to be.
Dark Raven is clutch, man. Informing me about a lot of things.
It could take over the Templars.
These wasted lives.
He could not have destroyed all of us. I won't accept it. Let us return to Skyhold. I wish to see what's in this book of secrets.
Okay. I mean, or maybe we could just talk in general about like characters and stuff like that. I guess saying like who dies and who lives, we'll avoid that. Do you want to put that in the title, or should I change the title? Drunk. Mr. Mod. You could just attach it like in the beginning or the end. That probably might make it a little easier. But I could do that once I go to this world. Map. I probably didn't have to do. I could just press start and world map. Let's see. Thanks, drunk. No, that works. That works. We all have our gifts. Today will be a lazy day from you. Okay. Oh, by the way, Dark Raven, why didn't you watch Infinity Wars? I know for me, I had school and work, so I couldn't watch it until this week. So, what are you not a huge fan of Marvel Cinematic Universe, or are you more of a DC fan? And you're like, I could watch this movie, but I don't want to. Nearest movie theater is an hour away? Jeez. You have to like plan a whole trip around that. God. That's terrible. Hour away, he says. That sucks. See, I paid for movies multiple times, even if I didn't like it. I
Stefan finally died.
It's a sad. I live in West Virginia in a small mountain town. Great for riding my motorcycle, but
He's out of his mind.
poop for social entertainment. That's like living in Charlottesville, in my opinion. But I think Charlottesville even has their own movie theater set up.
Ah, come on, Krim. I'm working my ass off trying to get you to see that move.
You still got plenty of arse left, Chief. Your worship.
Glad you came by. I got a letter from my contacts in the Ben Hasrath. Already verified it with Red.
I live in Virginia, by the way, so
Do you want
that's
to
why I made
discuss
that
it?
Charlottesville
Not
reference.
like I was hiding it from my boys. Besides, right now, I need to hit something.
You know they've got training dummies, Chief.
The training dummy might actually defend itself against the shield bash. Anyway, the Ben Hasrath letter.
Um,
What did the letter say?
The Ben Hasrath have been reading my reports. They don't like Corypheus or his Venatori. And they really don't like Red Lyrium. They're ready to work with us. With you, boss. The Qunari and the Inquisition, joining forces.
the politically correct.
That could be a powerful alliance.
My people have never made a full-blown alliance with a foreign power before. This would be a big step. They found a massive Red Lyrium shipping operation out on the coast.
Ah, crap. This is the quest that gets his
Bringing in one of their
his
dreadnoughts.
squad killed.
Always wanted to see one of those big warships in action.
I want to do this one.
Did you see that? Go get some water.
Want to do that mission? That mission made me sad. They're like, oh, if you do this one, you get a cool staff out of it. The strongest mage staff.
What does this alliance really get us?
They wouldn't use the word alliance if they didn't mean it. Naval power. More Ben Hasrath reports. Qunari soldiers pointed at the Venatori. It could do a lot of good.
You don't seem entirely happy about
So
this.
how much, dude, how hard did you laugh when Drax said, why is Gamora?
It's been a while.
Oh,
Qunari
God.
wanted to extend their reach
Drax.
to the whole world.
I mastered the art of standing still, so still that I'm invisible. Watch.
Good life for a lot of people. But it's a big change. And a lot of folks here wouldn't do so well under that kind of life. I guess it's not like we're converting. This is just us joining forces against Corypheus. On that front, I think we're good.
Yeah, I love how they
Indeed, we could
show
use some help
Peter
with the
Quill's craftiness against
I'll pass on word to
Iron
Colin.
Man and Spider-Man, but when he goes up against everybody else, he's doing like a dance off to save the universe somehow, or the galaxy. Oh, put me right in front of Cassandra. You're not gonna talk to me? Okay, he just said yes.
This tome has passed from Lord Seeker to Lord Seeker since the time of the old Inquisition. And now it falls to me.
You all right? You look drained.
Do you know what the Rite of Tranquility is? The last resort used on mages in the Circle, leaving them unable to.
You just heard someone important dies. In Infinity War?
It should only be used on
Or
those who
in
cannot control their abilities.
Dragon Age.
But that has not always been the case.
Does the book say it was used for other things?
No. As a seeker, I looked into abuses. Mages made Tranquil as punishment. What finally began the Mage Rebellion was the discovery the Rite of Tranquility could be reversed. The Lord Seeker at the time covered it up. Hush.
Ooh. Streamlabs OBS did another update.
It was dangerous knowledge.
Infinity. I just heard someone important dies. Well, you can say that about a lot of things. Someone important dies.
From the beginning.
Who dies? Someone important dies.
Why keep that knowledge a secret?
We created the Rite of Tranquility.
Let's just say a couple people important
To
die.
become a seeker, I spent months in a vigil, emptying myself of all emotion. I was made tranquil and didn't even know. Then the vigil summoned the spirit of faith to touch my mind. That broke tranquility and gave me my abilities. The Seekers did not share that secret. Not with me, not with the Chantry, not even with... There's more.
Yeah, no, okay.
There's not wrong about the order.
Yes,
I thought
Raven.
we built
I came in knowing that knowledge.
Now
I came
know
in
certain
knowing that.
deserves to be rebuilt.
I know, Drug. I know what you're thinking. No, I want Raven to watch the movie because it's different but similar. It's almost like an alternate universe compared to the comics. So I mean, you go in there knowing that if you've been reading the comics and watching all the movies up to this point. But yes, Raven, I did come in knowing that thought that Captain America has to die soon for Bucky to take over.
You said there was more in the book.
At some point, power becomes its own master. We
So
can't
yeah.
decide our wills in
Yeah, I thought so too, Drunk. Okay.
and tell ourselves it was all
I remember
necessary.
seeing movies. I haven't read all the comics. Well, I don't even read the comics. I more or less listen to other people read it to me, or their interpretation of the comics to me, like Comic Storian or Comics Explain. I like go to their YouTube channels and like listen to them, and I appreciate their work.
No, we're nothing like the Seekers.
I wonder how much we resemble what they used to be.
That's not for me to decide, Cassandra.
So the cartoon movie was the same exact thing as
I could
Tony
not have
Stark?
done this on
Okay.
my own.
I almost watched it. I almost watched it too. Okay. What? Where am I? Just so lost. How did I end up here? Ooh, I leveled up. Let's go. Tony Stark is watching over the children of the first Thor's daughter who has a magic sword. Raven, I know you don't mind being spoiled, like, but it's like watching it yourself, like certain things that we want to tell you about is somewhat groundbreaking for if you want to enjoy the movie and you're like, oh, okay, that's actually pretty good. So that's why I'm hesitating. Even though you say you don't mind it, I still hesitate to talk about it in a further realm. I don't want to cross the line that will ruin the movie for you. You don't fit the... Why is that even a thing?
Sarah, I don't think you're fitting in the way.
Go on.
What? I didn't even care. Jesus. Venom. Okay. I haven't seen the trailer to Venom, so I don't know how the hype train is. A lot of people were worried that Tom Hardy was Venom, the cast for Venom. I don't have a preference of who should have been casted as Venom. But I'm more worried because Sony is handling this, and Sony's track record with movies, in my opinion, is not as good as I think. I'm not hating. Don't you say I'm hating. Yeah, I definitely debated Jim Carrey being, yes, Cletus. I definitely, yes, 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 Raven. No, it's not. It's not that I'm hating. It's more like I'm concerned because I'm not... Sony's track record and how they approach Spider-Man, in my opinion, was like, like I feel like they could just let Marvel handle Spider-Man a lot sooner. But then, like, even that is temporary. They're like, oh, we'll let Spider-Man hang out with you guys for like 2 or 3 movies. After that, yeah, he's back with us. Spider-Man is my favorite. My favorite. Hey, I support Venom as a movie. I don't support Sony just doing Sony things. I guess that's why I have a precedence to not choose Sony like PS4 products with those thoughts in mind. Let's check this out.
We have to reach the Empress before Corypheus. The only question is, how?
We know how. I have our way in. The real question is, where is our enemy hiding? At the urging of Grand Duchess Florian, the Empress is holding a ball. Absolutely everyone will be there. During the festivities, Celine will be meeting for peace talks with usurper Duke Gaspard and Ambassador Briala.
The assassin must be hiding within one of these factions.
What do we know about Duke Gaspard?
The man who would have been Emperor. He's Celine's cousin, and was first in line to inherit the throne when Emperor Florian died. Celine outmaneuvered him. She won over the Council of Heralds, who hold authority over title disputes. She became Empress, and he a general in the Imperial Army. He's well loved by the troops. He's also a Chevalier. Most of their number sided with him when he turned on the Empress.
Aren't the Chevaliers part of the army? Why would they follow the Duke?
Most Chevaliers are sworn to serve the crown, but that does not give them faith in the person wearing it. The Empress has tried to improve relations with Ferelden and Navarra. The Chevaliers see her as anti-military. They believe Gaspard could lead the Empire back to the glory of Draken's expansion years.
Who is this Ambassador Briala?
An ambassador in name only. She has organized the elves of Halam Sharal into an underground army. The Empress invited her to the peace talks in a bid to gain the
And I saw that.
in the war. That would be scandal enough. Without the
Okay,
removal
Topher
of
Grace has
Briala,
been in. No, 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 no.
a
Watch
personal
that.
grudge and
When I saw that
Netflix
they
has
did,
command.
to my favorite anti-hero was the movie theater with my girlfriend. This is bullcrap. We are leaving. I don't care if the movie isn't over after this crap. It was so bad. I was getting ticked off that I paid for it. And now the reason why Sony is doing the movie is because it's not really a PG movie. Got my ticket for Deadpool 2.
Wait, the elven leader is a jilted lover of the Empress.
It's not widely known. Just a rumor whispered among the palace servants a few years ago. If it's true and were to get out, the Empress and an
Well,
Empress
yeah, I guess that's
could
true
never
too.
destroy Celine's court. Even if a lie, Briala could use it
But then,
to destroy the Empress.
I don't know when the simulation process with Disney and Fox is supposed to happen, but
Tell me
Disney
everything
will
you
be
know about the
owning
Empress.
Deadpool and all the mutant movies, especially the rated R horror
He works tirelessly
mutant
to
movie.
secure peace for the Empire.
So
Fortunately, many are
it's
leaders
tough.
of peace
It's
at
tough to
present.
say.
She has yet to name an heir, leaving the future of the
In my
Empire
opinion, I
in
think
hands of
Sony
her, especially when
just
it
wants to
comes
say,
marriage.
"Hey, this is mine. We did
She made
this.
few friends on the Council
We can
of
do
Heralds.
this."
Celine is
Like a
surrounded
lot
at
of
all
it.
times by countless guards,
I want
courtiers,
Deadpool at
servants,
Disney
and
World.
knights. What better place for an assassin to hide than the Empress's own
Trolling
castle?
kids. I'm glad Ryan Reynolds did Deadpool. Yes. I'm glad he had a
How could
redemption
Gaspard
at doing
still be next in
Deadpool.
line while he
Yes.
wages war against his Empress?
The title Grand Duke
Definitely agree.
indicates that he was a prince before the
I am a huge Ryan Reynolds fan. Get sad when he does terrible movies, but I'm still a good.
Do we
I'm
need
a
to go to the
huge
peace
Ryan
talks?
Reynolds fan.
The Empress must have personal guards. We could just warn her she's in danger.
Oh, Green Lantern, God.
It seems that our messages never reached her. Someone intercepted them.
It's better that we don't leave this to chance. If Orlais falls to Corypheus, no land is safe.
Yeah.
We shouldn't waste any time. Let's go to the Winter Palace.
Well, also, older, X-Men Origins Wolverine was also a pretty rough one. I forgot to get Iron Bulls. I want a Red Lantern movie. Would they make that? They still have to make a second Green Lantern movie. Red Lantern movie wouldn't be bad. Be a solid look. I don't know, the way DC's been handling movies though. I couldn't help but think of Justice League while watching Infinity War, and I knew I would. Forgot to put in Iron Bull's armor. They have so much potential with what they have. I agree. I definitely agree with that. And Ring Wars. That would be so cool. No, I want to see it'll be like probably at the rate they're going with the Green Lantern movies though, it'll be like 10, 12 years till they like introduce like all the different versions of Green Lantern, like the Hal Gordons, the John Stewarts, the
The Empress
Kyle
is
Rayner, and the Guy,
the Grand
like
Duke
all
is
four
only
Green
too
Lanterns
happy
from
to
Earth.
welcome us all as his guests, so
Guy
our
Gardner,
reputation comes from him. Whether we act as his allies or upset the balance
Kyle
of the
Rayner
world, we
eventually
don't know.
becoming what, the White Lantern,
If
I
not a clear
think.
advantage.
Like there's so much potential with it. Like DC needs to like set up like multiple
Inquisitor Trevelyan, we meet at last.
departments focused solely on specific heroes and be like, hey man, this is our plan. Let's just work it through this way.
But a clever political ploy as well.
I mean, I'm sure they're not like hoping and praying with a lot of stuff.
Support of the rightful emperor.
I think they rushed trying to get or sell to Disney. Nah, they would never do that. I can't see. I can't never see that happening. That would be quite.
Many benefits to such an alliance.
Keep the image firmly in mind. We may see it materialize by the end of the evening. I am not a man who forgets his friends, Inquisitor. You help me, I'll help you.
So I'm sure, Raven, how much of the comics have you read then? Do you read all the comics, or you're within the realm of knowing what's going on, but you don't know everything that's going on? Or do you just read all the comics and you're like, okay, all right, this is cool. This is good to know.
I can't imagine that crowd has seen anything better than us.
For me, it's more like I know of what is going on, but I haven't personally read the comics myself. So I'm not afraid for like certain things to be out of the norm.
I suspect that she intends to disrupt.
You just use the internet. Dude, if Disney owned DC, Marvel, and Star Wars, use the Reality Stone to combine all three.
That sounds like something I should look into.
Raven. Yeah, I'm okay with Disney not owning DC.
Our enemies will make us look like villains.
Granted, they do
We're
have.
keeping the court waiting, Inquisitor.
Well, Netflix has their hands on Young Justice.
Is that the Inquisitor?
Yeah, I feel like there would be too much power in my hand. Like. Last Jedi made me sad more than mad.
I should look around.
Mika, what am I going to do if I cannot find my ring?
Is this the ring you were looking
What would happen if I kept the ring?
Enjoy the party.
Yeah, I'm okay with like them getting a hold of their Marvel characters. I'm okay with that, just that, with their like assimilation with Fox, trying to get the mutants and Deadpool rights and stuff like that. I'm okay with that stuff. But other things, yeah, I can't be too much.
Where has that servant gone? Elves.
Probably like some corruption of some sort. Release March. it would have a monopoly on all. Yeah, bring the ring to Mordor. So many people are ticked off over the Solo movies and the talks of Kenobi movie. I'm gonna watch Solo just because I feel like I have to be at this point. I'm ready to be let down. I'm watching Solo to support Donald Glover. That's more so
Foreigners.
my realm. Yeah, like situations like that.
Any word from the front lines?
Like Solo, I wasn't too big on trying to watch it. I'm ticked off that Disney's killing off the OG characters. Solo, Luke. Watch it. They have to kill Leia soon because the actress is actually dead. I did not get to watch all of Community. My one of my best friends was a huge fan of Community. And I saw a couple episodes, and Donald Glover was pretty much killing it.
Where has that servant gone? Elves, always shirking their duties.
Okay, guys. Donald Glover is the guy playing why did I just blank out? Dude, he's on the top of the world. Childish Gambino. What else? He was also in Spider-Man Homecoming, but briefly as a cameo. He was supposed to be Miles Morales' uncle. Why am I blanking out on something? Ooh, you do need to watch Atlanta. You will love Atlanta Drunk. You will love it. I'm watching the second season currently, and I'm definitely enjoying every second of it.
Are all the Delancey's here? Maker, I hope not.
Trash. Meh. Ooh, I need to sell my stuff. Jason Momoa is a great actor. Loved him in Stargate Atlantis. Oh, Frontier? Was it he in Martian? Yeah, he was also the physicist that the people came to figure out how to get Matt Damon back from the Mars. The Mars, yeah. The Mars. Yeah, when Matt Damon was trapped on Mars. Good.
Is it true the Inquisitor was headed out of the Fade by Andraste?
Inquisitor, a moment, if you please.
What up,
I'm
girl?
sure you know how to handle most nobility, but the game is nothing like the free marches in
Space movie. Ignore last
It's a
call.
matter of etiquette and protocol.
There's nothing wrong. It's not like you weren't
Every
accurate.
gesture is measured
It's a space
and evaluated
movie.
for weakness.
Don't they sound delightful? I'm shocked we haven't invited the court to dinner at Skyhold.
The game is like Wicked Grace played to the death. You must never reveal your cards. When you meet the Empress, the eyes of the entire court will be upon you. You are safer staring down Corypheus.
Is all this worry just for my sake?
You're going in there unarmed. If anything happens to you... Andraste, watch over us all.
Nier Automata. It's a really good game. From what I've seen, it definitely looks like a really good game. If you love RPG styles and fast-paced action and venturing and not being afraid to experiment with different types of combat, definitely try Nier Automata. You'll definitely enjoy it. I would recommend that. I know Microsoft initially had rights to it. And blew it with Platinum Games, of course. I just want more Dark Souls games. Well, Code Vein is supposed to be coming out this year. Supposed to be.
And now presenting Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, and accompanying him, Lord Inquisitor Trevelyan, son of Ban Trevelyan.
Surge was garbage. Did you play it when it first came out or after it got its updates? Yeah, a lot of people either love or hate Neo. I remember a lot of people were blowing Neo up.
Purger of the heretics from the ranks of the faithful.
Emmett's smile. This is all for show, my dear.
Champion of the blessed Andraste herself.
Did you see their faces? Priceless.
Accompanying the Inquisitor, Seeker, Cassandra, Allegra, Portia, Calogera, Philomena.
Get on with it.
Pantagast, 14th cousin to the King of Navarra, 9 times removed. Hero of Orlais, right hand of the divine. Madame Vivienne, first enchanter of the Circle of Magi, enchanter of the Imperial Court, mistress of the Duke of Ghislaine, Warden Blackwall of Valchevin, Constable of the Grey, bearer of the Silverite Wings of Valor, Sir Cullen Stanton Rutherford of Honleith, commander of the forces of the Inquisition, former Knight Commander of Kirkwall, Lady Liliana, Nightingale of the Imperial Court, veteran of the Fifth Blight, Seneschal of the Inquisition, and left hand of the divine.
Like Neo, the good game. I'm sure I just wasn't into it. How many names? How many names? Who knows how many names at this point? Ew, Liliana, what the heck is that hairstyle, girl? What is that a bob? Liliana, what, girl, that's a bob. What, I can't see you. Okay. Okay, can't see you. Alright. Take your time, buddy, just staircases.
Cousin, my dear sister.
Grand Duke, we are always honored when your presence graces our court.
Don't waste my time with pleasantries, Celine. We have business to conclude.
We will meet for the negotiations after we have seen to our other guests.
Inquisitor.
Lord Inquisitor, we welcome you to the Winter Palace. Allow us to present our cousin, the Grand Duchess of Leeds, without whom this gathering would never have been possible.
What an unexpected pleasure. I was not aware the Inquisition would be part of our festivities. We will certainly speak later, Inquisitor.
Your arrival at court is like a cool wind on a summer's day.
I'm delighted to be here, Your Majesty.
We have heard much of your exploits, Inquisitor. They have made grand tales for long evenings. How do you find...
Don't waste my time, girl.
I've never seen anything to equal the Winter Palace.
We hope you will find time to take in some of its beauty. Feel free to enjoy the pleasures of the ballroom, Inquisitor. We look forward to watching you dance.
Inquisitor, a word when you have a moment.
What's
How are Mama and Papa? Are they in good health? Do they want Inquisitor?
Josephine! Oh, Josephine! Is this him?
Inquisitor, please allow me to present to you my younger sister, Yvette Gabriella Montillier.
Delighted to meet you, Lady Montillier.
Inquisitor, I've heard so much about you.
You know what I watched the other day for the first time in a long time? That Juggernaut video. That old X-Men cartoon that was dubbed over. Oh god. How did that go? I'm sure you were laughing your cheeks off.
I want to know.
I already packed our bags, my darling.
Sorry about that.
I knew it.
Inquisitor, please give her no more ammunition. I beg you.
We must. There we go. Give me them tails.
About when Josephine was a girl.
Thank you for the
About
bless.
when she was 10 and...
Yvette, stop.
Fine. What about when we were climbing the cliffs by the...
No.
She
Huh.
once told the Duke of...
Absolutely not.
She still plays with her doll collection when no one's looking.
Yvette, that's absurd. Absolutely preposterous.
Which power should the Inquisition throw its weight behind?
Flight school? Flight school as in like going to learn how to fly, or is there a movie called Flight School?
Never a kingdom. His transition would be, let us say, chaotic.
Tell me about yourself, Lady.
Piloting?
This is the first time I've encountered any of Josephine's...
She would forget to mention
Like trying to be a pilot.
I've been studying painting
Well,
under Kiva's royal tutors.
I know the credentials are pretty strict. Like you have to have a certain vision. No, you're fine. It's not random. Well, it is random, but I don't mind it being random. Gives me something to talk about, or attempt to talk about if I know much about it. But yeah, I'm sure becoming a pilot, they have strict regulations. Like you have to have like really good vision. You can't have anything conflicting with your vision. Can't be colorblind.
They've noticed the Empress paying you special attention,
I
but
think perfect 2020-2010 vision.
this uncertainty won't last long, I'm afraid.
Go to flight school, flight training for probably like a couple years. Go to like any university or school that offers.
Has run military campaigns, but never a kingdom.
You got 2010 vision? Nice.
Let us say chaotic.
you married, Commander?
Please, Inquisitor, did you need something? The sooner we track down this infiltrator, the better.
You have any advice?
Orlesian's social events don't fall within my area of expertise. There are a few here we can trust. Be careful.
Who do you think the Inquisition should support?
Gaspard's claim to the throne is fair. Orlais needs someone capable of responding to the crisis at hand. A military-minded leader seems the best option.
Of course.
You've attracted a following. Who are all these people?
I don't know, but they won't leave me alone.
I take it you're not enjoying yourself.
At this point, the head...
What's the sudden interest in flight school? Drunk? Are you interested in flying drunk?
Laurent was the love of my life. Perhaps we can speak later, Inquisitor.
And here we are. You haven't embarrassed yourself as much as I feared. Well done, my dear.
Any words of wisdom for navigating the ballroom?
Speak to the Council of...
Having your midlife crisis even though you're in 25.
The seventh member of the Council is...
So your quarter life crisis.
His absence will complicate the negotiations.
Midlife crisis happens around 50. Quarter life happens around 25. I think that's kind of normal. Nothing to truly worry about. Midlife crisis, what you...
Tell me, Vivienne, where do you want the crown to fall?
What I want is irrelevant, darling. Orlais requires stability, and that is best served by Empress Celine.
I've always wondered, what's the Orlais...
Oh, my cheeks. My cheeks are getting numb. Oh, God.
My dear, not just the people in Orlais. Who you are as a son, a lover, a friend, is not the same man who speaks for Andraste and leads the Inquisition. Orlesians codify this truth, make it visible. By giving each of these selves its own separate face, they believe they can be their truest selves, unmasked.
It seems like you enjoy this, Vivienne.
I just want to be happy. I know work is work, but some people actually enjoy their jobs. Not about stupid autocorrect. Oh, you're fine, man.
Anything happening I should know?
Cole is behaving even more oddly than usual. Someone should keep an eye on him.
Okay. Nothing wrong with Cole.
Remember, everyone here wants you dead.
Where's Liliana at? Olin is over there. Have you looked into any flight schools near your place right now? And how long it would take to get a pilot license?
I had hoped to tour the Royal Wing Gardens.
I have heard they are the finest in the Empire. Such a pity the wings.
The school is mailing me information. Oh, okay.
I was hoping it would catch you. What did the Duke say?
He points the finger at Ambassador Briala.
The ambassador is up to something, but she can't be our focus. The best place to strike at Celine is from her side. Empress Celine is fascinated by mysticism, foreseeing the future, speaking with the dead, that sort of rubbish. She has an occult advisor, an apostate who charmed the Empress and key members of the court as if by magic. I've had dealings with her in the past. She is ruthless and capable of anything.
can Celine openly keep
What's my favorite movie? That's the toughest question you could ask me.
Court has always had an official position.
Talking about comedy, we're talking about action adventure, talking about superhero movie,
Was the first to turn that appointment into real political power.
suspense.
When circles rebelled, technically every mage became an apostate.
It's tough, man.
The word lost much of its strength.
Top 5 ever? Let's see. I think Get Out will take one of the top spots for me. Then Dumb and Dumber, one of the first comedies that I watched with my mom that I could understand laughing at. Do trilogies count as one movie?
That sounds exactly like the person we're looking for.
She's worth investigating. Can't be sure.
Scott Pilgrim Saves the World.
Both leads point toward the guest wing.
I just enjoyed that movie in general.
I'll coordinate with our spies to see if I can find anything better.
In
the ballroom if you need
a lot of guilty pleasure rom-com. Trilogies can count as one. Then I guess Lord of the Rings. Definitely enjoyed that.
We are not serving drinks. Bother someone else.
Inception and Interstellar. I never got to watch Interstellar, and I kept falling asleep to Inception.
The package is in the guest wing. Upper room.
The one of the garden. Statuette.
If Thor was ever to get really ticked off at his comrades dying, I could fall asleep to movies. My brain is like focus. Let's see.
Gaspar is wasting his time. Nothing he does could win over the
I would think it would be playing in the background.
There must be something here.
Well, well, the Inquisitor. Here as a guest of my nephew, no less. How curious.
I didn't know the Grand Duke was your nephew.
He's my brother's eldest boy. Always a difficult child, Gaspar. Never listened, never did what he was told. He was raised a prince. All his life we told him he would be emperor. It was his destiny, his duty. What else should he do with his life, if not fight for his destiny?
Have you noticed anything strange this evening?
My niece Florian hasn't spoken to me all evening. That's not like her.
I was gonna take a nap like 2 hours ago. Just been here instead. Wait, you're taking a nap 2 hours ago? Didn't you just wake up like 2 hours ago? You're gonna take another nap? Or unless you've been up this whole night.
And terrible, and sometimes necessary. There's nothing more to say.
Another time, my lord.
La 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 la.
You don't want to be here, stranger.
He hasn't made the pickup. ours.
You went into the servants' wing. Nobody's come out of there all night.
I'll tell Briala we have a situation. Philippe should have returned hours ago, dallying with some serving girl.
Such a good big brother. Had to pick up my sister at like 8. Then I lay down and turned on Twitch. Where did you have to pick your sister up? Pick up your sister or you dropped her off?
I can't imagine Gaspard being vitriolic. What's the matter?
The Grand Duke bears a grudge against the Council for refusing him the crown. He's threatened death if they refuse him again, collectively and individually, along with their vassals.
Oh, come on.
What backwater did you come from? Everyone knows that. Good evening, Inquisitor.
Did you hear what Gaspard?
It wasn't even that direct.
This way is closed. Please, use the main entrance to the ballroom. Well, well. What's this?
Picked her up, she was sick. I don't know why they took her to school. Pretty much was there for 30 minutes, then I picked her up. They were worried about her education, good sir.
Does anyone really think the war will end tonight?
It wasn't even a direct question. Ask her some. Search the rooms up. Could do that.
Good to know.
I wish she was worried about her education. She's missed like 20 days of class. 20 days of class?
The Empress has sent
Was she
us
in
a
elementary,
message.
middle school, or high school?
How can I be certain this message is from the Empress?
We three wear the masks of House Valmont.
They signify that we are public faces of the Empress.
They are also
I'm not exaggerating either. Good God.
I'm always honored to hear from Her Majesty.
Oh, she is the honored one, Inquisitor.
Empress Celine is eager to assist the Herald of Andraste in his holy endeavor.
She will pledge her full support to the Inquisition as soon as the usurper Gaspard is defeated.
It's a generous offer.
She's in a collegiate high school. Oh, okay.
Our best hope for peace in these difficult
Almost like a
times.
governor's school,
A formal alliance.
college credit. Okay, cool. Almost like dual enrollment type of classes. Okay, that's cool. 20. Wait, what grade is she in? Wait, if she needed to get picked up, be a sophomore, freshman? She's a freshman. Okay. My last coin. Get one coin.
What is Lady Pentecost wearing? Lady Nightingale makes me nervous.
She's always sick, but I gotta take her to her nails done later.
If they're playing the
game, they're not doing it very well. You don't
Wait, what type of sick is she? She like sick like I got a headache. Wait, why is she getting her nails done? She's sick. She should be in bed. He should be in bed.
Is it true the Inquisitor was headed out of the Fae by Andraste? Are all the Delancey's here? Maker, I hope.
Gaspard is wasting his time. Nothing he does could win over the Council of Heralds now.
Today is I have an ear infection. You ever give her the talk, drunk?
Don't I know you?
I'm ready for anything. Just give the word.
What do you think about all the scheming and politics?
I think I'd rather be anywhere else.
To be fair, she's in bed.
Save the Empress and get back to where things make
Good.
sense. Say what you want
She
about
doesn't need her nails done, though.
She stole the throne.
Granted, I shouldn't be saying anything like that to you. You're her brother. I'm not.
She's proven she's the perfect mix of strength, cunning, and grace that Orlais needs. Gaspard, you may as well crown a bull if he wins.
So, Silverite Wings of Valor. What did you get that for?
Maybe she's sick today. I don't know. But she's spoiled, man. I don't know what to do. I picked her up because my stepmom gave me gas money and I bought me breakfast. Dude, you can say whatever you want to me. Well, not whatever. I can't say whatever. But I'll take that as a lovely sentiment indeed.
Gentlemen have asked Cullen to dance. I think he's received 2 offers of marriage. He might need a bodyguard.
While I have a moment, is there anyone here I should question?
I'm not well acquainted with Orlesian nobility. They rarely welcome Grey Wardens coming in with the right of conscription.
Alright.
I have to go. Keep your eyes open.
This ball is a waste of time, like all Orlesian foolishness. Let's find the Venatori collaborator and get out of here.
Have you witnessed anything noteworthy?
Nothing yet. I will let you know.
You don't seem to care much for the ball.
Orlesians pretend their petty squabbles are a game.
The game.
Let us treat murder, corruption, and deceit as delightful amusements. How wonderful. We are here to save Empress Celine, and it galls me. Why does she merit our protection? The Empire would be better off without her. Gaspard is the leader Orlais needs in this crisis.
This mission is so...
Of course not. Chaos is what Corypheus wants, and we must oppose him. Were it up to me, however, I would let Celine fall and Gaspard take the throne. He would see the true threat, not spend his time throwing balls and writing letters. I'll be watching for trouble. The sooner we leave this place, the better.
How could the Empress afford to renovate the palace without war going on?
I heard that it wasn't renovations at all. The palace was damaged by Gaspard's catapults.
He fired on the Winter Palace? That's monstrous.
Is there any progress on the Helmi expedition to Alma?
All attempts to get into the tide.
Who does Orzammar favor in the negotiations tonight?
King Aeduk has put considerable thought into the Empress. He hopes the trading foodstuffs will resume.
Interesting. Well, that's useful.
I don't have access into this.
I heard the Inquisition was here.
The last two people we sent to serve as witnesses have failed to report.
Got my last paycheck from that job today. Ooh. What you gonna do with that? All that junk, all that love junk inside your trunk. Gonna get you drunk. Okay. Can I die from here?
What is Lady Pentecost wearing?
Gaspar is wasting his time. Nothing he does.
Did you hear what?
Gotta save that junk. That drop. Yeah, my ankles, man. Made me think of Kevin Hart jumping out of his truck in front of women, and he stumbled a bit, and they thought he had no knees. Oh my gosh, he got no knees. Oh my god, he got no knees. Somebody help him. That's right. Everything's locked. Everything. No knees. I finally saw Jumanji recently. It's actually pretty funny. Huh.
Good to know.
Definitely keep that in mind. The only thing I get worried about Kevin Hart is that he's oversaturating his brand a little bit. Looks like there's too much of him. Like him at the NBA All-Star game was kind of meh. You're so afraid to watch it. How long is this mission? This mission hurts my soul. I have to like talk to people, be careful. Oh, hey. Coin. God dang, I don't need another coin. Mission is too long. That's what this mission is. You have to search for a lot of things. Talk to people, eavesdrop. Too much, too much.
I had no idea.
Yes?
you tell me about the Civil War?
If you are hoping for insight, you've come to the wrong man. It's war. It is brutal, and terrible, and sometimes necessary. There's nothing more to say.
Another time, my lord.
Good evening, Inquisitor.
Did you need something?
Interesting.
Top 5 favorite TV shows.
I'm quite certain it was blood on the tiles.
Well, depending on what season I decide to stop on. Some of those could just be cartoons. Let's see. Go with Dragon Ball Z or the Dragon Ball series in general. Justice League Unlimited or the Justice League series. Young Justice. Yu Yu Hakusho. And This Is Us. Had to take a little turn. Jesus. So much talking and running around.
I heard Celine was having the entire wing redecorated. For the timing.
What's over here? Upper level. Way. Can't find a way. Got to get me some of that sexy fox voice. Hey Kirsten, how's it going? Don't judge me, but I never got into DBZ. Hey man, DBZ is not for everyone. If you want good storytelling, you go to Dragon Ball and then go into Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z is not mainly for great storytelling, so I can understand that. Upper guest room, you say? What is that? Please do tell me. Guy here? What's his power letter? Well, they break the scouters in like the first... Oops. They stopped breaking power levels like well into it, I believe.
You must be
You never seen an episode? Really? Huh.
If they're playing the game, they're not.
Lost my statuettes. Open it now. This mission hurts my soul so much.
Did you hear what Gaspar said to Duke Germain? His own uncle.
Charmaine bore his nephew's spite better than the rest of the council. Did you see that panicked attaché roaming about?
Wonder if I fail this mission. Explore, explore. What do you see? Secrets.
That's the bell. I should get back to the ballroom.
Of course I have to get back to stupid.
Are all the Delonces here? Maker, I hope not. Lady Nightingale makes
You said anything in the last minute or two. I had to close Twitch for a second. No, you're good, drunk. Kirsten says, hey, in case you missed it. Not to make you feel bad, that's just the tone of my voice. That slide was more harsh on the ankles than the drop. Yeah, I forgot I need to hurry up. Wait, how did I get 60?
Well, well. What have we here?
Morgiana? Nah, it's not Morgiana.
Leader of the new Inquisition. Fabled herald of the faith.
What up, girl?
Delivered
Morgiana.
of the Fade by the hand of
Or is it
blessed
Morgiana?
Andraste herself. What
Hey,
could
baby.
bring such an
Look at, he
exalted
knows what he's dealing
creature
with.
Here to the Imperial Court, I wonder. Do even you know?
Mm-hmm.
We may never know. Courtly intrigues and all that.
Such intrigues obscure much, but not all. I am Morrigan. Some call me advisor to Empress Celine on matters of the
Come to my chambers.
You have been very busy this evening, hunting in every dark corner of the palace. Perhaps you and I hunt the same prey.
I didn't realize I was watched so closely.
All eyes are upon you, Inquisitor. Indeed, you distract from more important matters.
Such as?
Such as the unwelcome guest I recently found and killed within these very halls.
Kirsten, how are you doing? How's your day going so far? Hopefully your week is going much, much better than last week. Hopefully your throat has gotten
Where
better.
it leads, I cannot say. Yet, if Celine is in danger, I cannot leave her.
I'm doing well. Finally finished exams earlier this week, so hence I am. Where it leads, I cannot say. Celine is in danger. I cannot leave her side long enough to such. You can.
You left Celine alone. Is that wise?
I must return to her anon, but she is safe enough for the moment. 'Twould be
So far, so good. Went to see movies yesterday.
in front of all her court and
Watched a lot of Dear White People on that binge train.
What's your interest in protecting
Got
Empress
some
Celine? Are you her
hipster Asian food.
Do I seem a bodyguard to you?
Went on a date.
If anything were to happen to Celine, eyes would turn first to her occult advisor, even if they knew otherwise.
Ugh.
There are sharks in the water, and I will not fall prey to them. Not now, not ever.
Why did you kill the agent? He might have had useful information.
I would not have slain the man on sight had he not attacked me first. Why? Undoubtedly, I caught him in an illicit act. I did not know from whence he came until after the battle, and regret only that I could not capture him alive.
She really liked Infinity Wars. She thought the same thing in reference to me and Justice League.
I may find the time to try a door or two.
Proceed with caution, Inquisitor. Enemies abound, and not all of them aligned with Tevinter. What comes next will be most exciting.
Why, thank you. Greet the Empress. Ambassador.
I still remember the day they came to tell me
Empress
that
up.
Philippe was thrown from his horse.
Take all my
Look at Lady Cambion's slippers, trimmed with pearls, and
Suicide Squad. Just remember that exists. Hey.
toss her into the
You
lake.
know what else about Suicide Squad that exists? Suicide Squad 2.
There's a Tevinter
How does that make you
You're
feel?
concerned about buckles on shoes.
Everyone needs a hobby.
Suicide Squad is having a sequel coming out. Who knows what that'll be about?
On a dancing slipper.
They could have just done Suicide Squad versus Batman.
Dust and dirt.
That would have been interesting to watch.
Concerned with the possibility of losing the shoe or soiling it. A vulgar display of wealth.
I am serious, actually. This is my serious voice, if you couldn't tell.
They have their title.
I left my sarcastic voice upstairs in my room.
How did Cambion acquire such a grand shoe?
Wish I could say I was joking.
Who has she bedded? These are all useful questions, no?
I found this out. I'm not sure of its value.
Very interesting. It may not help our investigation, but we can put it to use. A little more dirt like this, and we might have some leverage in the court. If you find more, let me know.
You're different here than in Skyhold. More approachable, perhaps?
Kirsten, were you able to watch Infinity Wars at all? Hopefully, we don't spoil anything for you. I would pay to see if there was opening credits, then a nuclear bomb, and then end credits. Do you not care for Infinity Wars or Infinity War spoilers at all, Kirsten? Or Marvel in general? Or you're not a movie person?
Has become so familiar that the steps may be performed in our sleep.
Who do you think the Inquisition should support?
Can't afford to go see it. Were you anticipating seeing it? We don't want to spoil anything for you. That is the case. Sorry you could not be able to see it.
Why would the Empress invite that elf woman? The game, of course. Celine has something up her sleeve. Duke Gaspar.
Wait, where is she? She out here?
I wonder if the Lord Inquisitor feels the same.
Bard?
My friend, come in, have a drink.
You oblige the Blu-ray. Fair enough.
You've been busily
I will avoid spoilers for you.
I'd like to know more about you.
It'll probably be like 2.5 to 3 months from now. So by the time I'm in school again, you'll be able to see Infinity Wars.
The heart of it is simple. I am the rightful heir to the throne of Orlais. But my cousin, Celine, is a politician, while I am a man of action. She charmed the Council of Heralds. They gave the crown to her, and while it looks fetching on her, I intend to take it back.
What's your claim to the throne?
The 100 Days cough swept Val Royer in 877. It killed thousands of children, royalty and commoner alike. There are only 3 living grandchildren of Emperor Judicael I. Myself, my sister Florian, and Celine. And I am the eldest. By rights, the crown should have passed to me.
If you're the rightful heir, how did Celine become Empress?
I am the
You need to apply for more jobs today.
My mother was the late Emperor's sister. Celine is a Valmont. Her honored father was my mother's brother. But she is the youngest. When there is any doubt surrounding the line of succession, the matter falls to the Council of Heralds. Celine
Was your major criminal justice by any chance drunk?
for support, so they passed over me in her favor.
So you intend to out-negotiate your cousin?
It will take heroic effort on my part, Inquisitor, and a lot of brandy. The talks will take most of the evening. Make her willing, we will emerge triumphant.
Family and addiction scientist.
Another time, friend.
Inquisitor?
Look for another stuff.
Doesn't look like negotiations are going well.
Is that the Inquisitor? He's not very good looking, is he, poor man?
Wait, how did I get approval? What am I doing? Where is Briala at?
Ah, there's the Dowager. Don't make eye contact. She wouldn't want to speak with nobody like you. How?
My third husband, Pierre.
Mistress Nightingale, what a pleasure to see you again.
Did you see Gaspard dance?
Inquisitor Trevelyan. Slumming even more than usual, I see.
Hmm.
Charmed some of the nobles. We'll see how long you can keep their favor.
Unity, family, and addiction.
I want to know more about the peace talks. What can you tell me about Celine and Gaspard?
Gaspard is a warmonger. He served in the war against Ferelden and fought a dozen skirmishes on the Navarran border. He's a simple man. Simple men aren't hard to manipulate. Celine is the voice of reason in the Empire. But reason is cautious. Reason looks for compromise. Reason doesn't choose radical change, however sorely it may be needed.
I want to know more about the peace talks. I had a question about you, Briala.
I'm an elf, Inquisitor. That should tell you everything you need to know about my life. I'm good at what I do.
I'm so lost, man. Thought I wanted to go to pharmacy school, then I thought I wanted to be a counselor, then I graduated and didn't want to do that. Now I'm here and I'm jobless. Wait, why don't you want to be a counselor?
I didn't take you for a gossip monger.
Is counselor too general for you to look into? Or would you be considering job counselor, school counselor, advice counselor?
How is an elf invited to the Empress's ball as an ambassador?
Empress Celine and I have history.
Oh, you need a master's to get that for a school counselor? That's possibly.
She knows my qualifications. We had a falling out. Now we are negotiating to determine whether I
Pharmacy school.
What do you mean we had a falling out?
She betrayed me. Turned me over to the guards on a trumped-up charge to save her political reputation. It wasn't personal.
There's a strong possibility you might need masters.
Justify these things to themselves. It wouldn't do to let the court know she had an elven friend.
About
she doesn't win you back to her
Try
side,
looking in jobs,
I have contingency plans. I'm not a child putting all my hopes
job
on a
fields
single
similar to like
gives me access to Duke Gaspar's
sociology or psychology fields. I think your major falls in along those lines too. So like probably like social work. Well, social work probably needs a master's too. You become a research assistant. That's what I did while I had two jobs before starting my post back. I was a research assistant and I did toxicology.
I'm surprised you'd admit that, considering the circumstances.
I know it's incriminating. Few harbor
A
more
guidebook
resentment
would
for
not hurt
Celine than I.
also.
But if she died after inviting me here,
Also making a profile on LinkedIn and Indeed.com, probably Monster. A lot of job hunting or job searching sites help you a lot.
We'll speak more later, Ambassador.
another time, Inquisitor.
Greet the empresses, ladies, and... Is that you?
Inquisitor, to what do we owe this honor?
They didn't even see you, girls.
Always delighted to speak with you, of course.
Her Imperial Majesty is unfortunately occupied at present.
I'd like to know more about the negotiations. It seems strange to hold peace talks during a ball.
The nobility must do things very differently in Austria.
By Orlesian tradition, moments of great solemnity are celebrated with revels and feasts.
While joyous occasions are given time for reflection and contemplation.
We must never forget that life is both bitter and sweet.
The ball is an opportunity to celebrate life and hope for the future, while we mourn those killed in the war.
What can you tell me about the other parties involved in the talks?
Gaspard is a decorated general, much beloved by the Imperial army, and a legend among chevaliers.
He is better suited to the battlefield than the throne, and he would gladly make his palace a war camp.
He's also fiendishly charming.
Lady Briella has great intentions to change the lives of the elves for the better.
Even if her plans
Also,
would only provoke hate against alienages.
along the line of research assistants, you could probably become a substitute teacher. Granted, that's not at all what you're interested in, but it's a temporary job to help you understand working with people. And if you're interested in counseling, some people might look past the fact that you don't have a master's, and if you have interaction with other people, they might consider that experience to be equivalent to having a master's.
My investigations turned up something interesting. It concerns the Grand Duke. It concerns Ambassador Briella. Her people have infiltrated every part of the Winter Palace.
This is extremely alarming, Inquisitor.
She could be spying on our every word.
How exciting!
Perhaps you could tell me something then. We haven't been properly introduced.
How rude of us to forget.
My Lord Inquisitor, allow me to present Lady Couteau.
They're hiring for a psychic here. Hey, drunk. You could get away with that. Just predict that the Warriors will sweep in the finals and you'll make a killing. You're like, how did you know? No way. The Warriors will sweep the finals? No way. That's crazy talk.
But across Thedas,
She doesn't care much for liver, and she drinks her tea black.
If the evening ends favorably for the Empress, how does the Inquisition benefit?
Her Imperial Majesty brings the might of the Orlesian Empire with her friendship.
she is also a respected diplomat and world leader. She can forge alliances for you with...
And she throws the best parties.
Until next time, Inquisitor.
Do take care.
Enjoy the masquerade.
Can't talk? Cool. Cool, man. Cool. Warriors will walk on everyone. Hey, man, you'll win something.
It's always good to see you, my friend. You seem better at making friends among the nobility than I. Well done.
I'd like to know more about...
All of... The heart of it is simple. But my cousin, they gave the crown to her. And while it looks fetching on her, I intend to take it back.
What's your claim to...
There are... And I am the eldest. By rights, the crown should have passed to me.
A straightforward...
We must navigate a maze of vipers, my friend. Make her willing.
I have a question about the peace talks. You didn't extend this invitation out of the goodness of your heart.
Apply for psychic job and tell them you already know you get it. You have to say it with like blunt confidence, though. You can't show any waver in your eyes. They'll sense weakness.
What will be going? We will whittle one another. Celine will somehow, by the time they stop serving drinks, our war will be ended. Politics, my friend.
What calamities befall us if this...
If we're lucky, another war will... I cannot abide the game, my friend. Give me... When I am... The nobles may not like it, but after a few lose...
What can you tell me about Celine?
Brianna may be called ambassador, but she works towards... Celine is a skilled player in the game. She knows how to... But the game is a farce. I will prove that a few hundred chevaliers are better than diplomacy.
We'll speak later.
Another...
Is there something we may do for you?
We do so enjoy
We will speak to the Empress on your behalf.
If the evening...
She is... And she throws the best parties.
Until next time, Inquisitor.
Do take care.
Just in a way. Tell them I'm psychic and reading is that everyone that applies for this job is lying. Oh man. The worst thing about it, you probably get the job saying that. Am I supposed to... I was supposed to go back, okay. Alright guys. Tell me where the key is, please. Please. Oh.
This could be worth checking out.
When they ask you questions, tell them you can only answer after they cross your palms with silver. Then you can at least walk out nicer, richer than you went in. That's true too. You always apply to become a magician.
Why kill the servants? They...
I have 66 stuff. That's why. None of these are mine. God dang it. Took out everything from me. Do I have this? Have you ever seen Arrested Development? You doing one of your tricks? They're my illusions. A trick is something does for money. Sorry. You're fine, man. Unique mace. When did I get this? You guys are just making stuff up. Still have your stuff. Sure, why not?
We're unarmed.
They always kill the servants first, my dear. Otherwise they could run and warn someone. The defenseless are always the first casualties of war.
No, don't be sorry. Like I said, be yourselves around here. I don't mind too much in that realm. Sure. Oh my gosh, I'm losing approval. I forgot. Cool kids. Like everything there.
This was no servant. What was he doing here?
This man was a council of Herald's emissary. Curious to find him here.
That knife bears a Shalon family crest. Gaspard's crest.
Time to have a word with the Duke.
Dang, he got styled on. Jesus. Any plans today? I got work later today, so just streaming most of the day.
This approach. They're organized.
What about you? Do you have any plans today besides possibly taking your sister to getting her nails done? Trash. Alright. I'm going to eat pizza? Okay, Kirsten. Let's go. What kind of pizza are you getting? Hopefully the good kind. Probably didn't even need that. Okay. Gardens. Why you guys spawned out of nowhere? I went in here. Oh, you guys spawned back. Job search, play God of War. Try not to die to Valkyries or to 4 enemies on a 100 enemy kill list. Job search, I wish you the best of luck with job hunting, man. That's the worst feeling ever. Probably one of the few reasons I wouldn't want to get a new job is to go through hunting. I just remembered I need to call City Hall. I had a pension building, that's another. Hey Vives, how's it going, man? Thanks for the raid. Hope everything's going well for you. Avoid these. $10K, Jesus. Going good, Vives. That's good to hear.
Fancy meeting you here.
I appreciate the raid, man.
The dancing Inquisitor? What will the nobility say?
decided to call it short because might have friends come over. Ooh, what kind of friends?
Ambassador, we meet again.
Your reputation for getting results is well deserved. You cleaned this place out. It will take a month to get all the Tevinter blood off the marble. I came down to save or avenge my missing people. But you've beaten me to it. So, the Council of Errol's emissary in the courtyard. That's not your work, is it?
He was dead when I arrived.
I expected as much. You may have arrived with the Grand Duke, but you don't seem to be doing his dirty work. I knew he was smuggling his chevaliers. But killing a council emissary? Bringing Tevinter assassins into the palace? Those are desperate acts. Gaspard must be planning to strike tonight.
Friend kind of friends. Probably drunk friends at the end of the night. Oh god.
Are you sure he's behind this? He was too easygoing for a man plotting treason.
Don't let his charm blind you. He's Orlesian. That smile is his mask. I misjudged you, Inquisitor. You might just be an ally worth having. What
Baby.
army of elven spies at your disposal? You should think about it.
You know how to make a sales pitch, Ambassador, I'll give you that.
I do, don't I? I know which way the wind is blowing. I'd bet coin that you'll be part of the peace talks before the night is over. And if you happen to lean a little bit our way, it could prove advantageous to us both. Just
Drunken Vives. Best combination ever.
Politics and
Dream
double
team.
dealing. Is there anyone here who is not corrupt?
It's the game, my dear. Everyone plays it here.
There's more statuettes. God dang it. Gotta love these quests, man. Why am I still reaching for up there? We gonna I'm not drunk. Yet. What's the drinking age for your country? Vives? Is it 18 also? Or is it people could drink as long as it, they can control their liquor? Why did you just tell me that? Return to the ballroom, you said.
We're in your debt, Inquisitor.
I'm turning 20 at 15th. 15th of May? Nice. Vives, you're such a young man. Vives, did you have to go to uni? Mind if I do?
There must be something here.
Gaspar is wasting his time. Nothing he does could win over the
How does things look out there?
You should have considered that before threatening to burn them all in their homes.
Yes?
Happy early birthday. Yeah, definitely happy early birthday. No, because Finland has the best education system on Earth. Oh. That kappa, though. What's that kappa? What's that kappa doing there? Hmm?
Another time, my lord.
You trying to hide from me?
Or are there more Inquisition honor guards now than there were before? Germain bore his nephew's spite better than the rest.
Not all me. Kirsten. Because I don't think so, but people are saying that. I mean, I know a lot of the Scandinavian countries have the best, one of the best economic systems, so I assume better education leads to better opportunity for... What? Did that person just go through the wall? What the heck? Okay. As I was saying.
Are you here to chronicle the events of the evening for posterity?
Oh, yes.
I assume good economy has a good education behind it. Gross income, GPI, GIP.
Even if, maker forbid,
Right now I'm halfway talking out my cheeks right now.
moment in the history of the Empire.
Probably look up a little further. It's what I heard, word of mouth though.
I am responsible for the historical records of the
In order to have for a country to have a good education,
all official proceedings.
no, in order to have good economy, you must have a good education.
Good evening, Lady Marcelette.
Dude, he just went through the wall again. What the heck was that? What is this? What is this place?
Did you need something?
Sir. You guess, Vivis.
Interesting.
Is it true what they say? You're the Inquisitor, are you not? We heard stories of your accomplishments.
Some of those might have gone a bit far.
I told you, Philippe.
Not everyone
Are is your brother gonna hang out with you and your friends, Vivis? Or is he a little too young?
If you'd like, Commander Cullen could give you all the details of that battle. He's in the ballroom.
Really? But I shouldn't leave my post.
You'd only be gone a moment.
Philippe, the world is coming to an end. If we don't hear this story now, we'll never have a chance.
You're right. Thank you, Inquisitor. Let's go.
Gaspar is wasting his time. Nothing he does could win over the Council of Heralds now.
Should have considered that before threatening to burn.
Yes.
Da-da-da. Kirsten, what do you have today besides pizza?
What can you tell me about the...
Crap, did not mean to do that.
It is.
Have you noticed
My niece Florian hasn't spoken to me all evening. That's
another...
Lady Nightingale makes me nervous.
Let's try this again. Sounds like Kirsten has a laundry list of things to do. More pizza? What kind of pizza then? Is it vegetarian? Is it meat lovers? Is it the works? Better not be smothered in mushrooms. I'll be really sad. Or whatever. Not what I was looking for at all. Ooh, coins. Right, probably go back. Always me. Yeah, I hate mushrooms with a passion. The thought of fungus just going in my mouth, like, meh. Makes me sad. But then I eat yogurt, so I guess that's a little bit. Where's the Infinity spoilers? Hey, Nodal Tex, how's it going, man? How are exams treating you? Hopefully they went well for you. Come on, what are these? I shall go watch Zeus, then can discuss Infinity Wars. How are you, Fox? We will not discuss Infinity Wars, since it's okay. We are okay. Me and Drunk already got it out of our system. You are fine. Don't leave us, Kirsten, please. I appreciate your company. I'm alright. I'm alright, Nodal Tex. Finished my exams earlier this week. Hopefully you did too.
Inquisitor Trevelyan. We met briefly. I am Grand Duchess Floriane de
Well, okay then.
My party.
Is there something I can do for you, Your Grace?
Indeed you can. I believe tonight you and I are both concerned by the actions of a certain person. Come, dance with me.
Dance with me, darling. I'm seeing someone.
Very well. Shall we dance, Your Grace?
I'd be delighted. You are from the Free Marches, are you not? How much do you know about our little war?
Are from the Free Marches, are you not? How much do you know about the Little War?
I assure you, the effects of this war reach far beyond the borders of the Orlesian Empire.
Perhaps it does. I should not be surprised to find the Empire is the center of everyone's world.
It took great effort to arrange tonight's negotiations. Yet one party would use this occasion for blackest treason. The security of the Empire is at stake. Neither one of us wishes to see it fall.
Look at the spoiler in the natural habitat. Trying to resist his innate impulse of spoiling. Ah. Even when somebody told me they haven't seen the movie and they wanted to see, like, they didn't mind spoilers, I felt really bad even talking about something. So, like, spoilers, as if mainly if everybody in the chat seen the movie, then I would probably consider it.
Do we both want that, Lady Floriane?
I hope we are of one mind on this.
In times like these, it's hard to tell friend from
Nodal
foe.
Tex, did you watch Infinity Wars? Or do you just not care? And you were like, where are the spoilers? I need the spoils.
You are a curiosity to many, Inquisitor, and a matter of concern to some.
Okay.
There's no need for concern. I've come here to help Orle.
Helping Orle has a variety of meanings depending on whom you ask. Kindness to some is cruelty to others. You cannot be a savior to them all. To some you must be a monster. Do you even yet know who is friend and who is foe? Who in the court can be trusted?
Come on, that is some trash. Let's see, what should I do? Seen it yesterday. Oh, okay. I would be like, oh, well, thank you.
An excellent question. I might ask the same of you, Your Grace.
In the Winter Palace, everyone is alone. It cannot have escaped your notice that certain parties are engaged in dangerous machinations tonight.
I thought dangerous machinations were the national sport in Orlais.
And hear them about this movie, I would be like, oh, well, thank you.
The attack will come soon. You must stop Gaspard before he strikes. In the Royal Wing Garden, you will find the captain of my brother's mercenaries. He knows all Gaspard's secrets. I'm sure you can persuade him to be forthcoming.
We'll see what the night has in store, won't we?
You'll be the talk of the court for months. We should take you dancing more often.
It's a relief to do something other than fight demons and horrors.
You still face demons and horrors. These ones are simply better dressed.
Were you dancing with Duchess Florian?
More importantly, what happened in the servants' quarters? I heard there was fighting.
I hope you have good news. It appears the peace talks are crumbling.
The Grand Duchess suggested where to look for proof that Gaspard is conspiring with Tevinter.
Oh, you're gonna see Avengers at 3, Dark Raven? Thank God. Granted, you're not the only one who hasn't seen it in this chat, so don't feel bad.
This will happen tonight.
I just felt really bad. I was like, I just, the experience alone, even if you know what's going on in the comic world, it's different from the movie world.
I won't stand by and let her die.
Listen to me carefully, Inquisitor. What Corypheus wants is chaos, even with Celine alive.
Humans are born as bad animals, you know. Say I don't mind a little spoilers, and the other person tells you everything important. You know we are bad at heart. Though I'm not sure if I like the Black Panther, Captain America's shield. Yeah. Always something different.
You're asking me to decide what's best for Orlais.
More than that, whoever controls the Imperial throne will affect all of Thedas.
You cannot stop Corypheus without a decision. You must support someone, or all is lost.
Then we should support Celine. She is the rightful ruler.
Yeah, I just saw it yesterday. Nodal text, by the way.
She led Orlais to this point.
So,
I say
I already got it out of my system. Don't text. I will find you, and I will hurt you. Shush! Shush!
Not only to the Empire, but also to its elves.
This is, however, your decision, not ours.
Protecting their knee pads. Elbow pads. Don't do it. Shush.
We came here to save Celine.
Then you must not only save her life, but also her empire.
That means giving her a victory over both Gaspard and Briala.
If there truly is proof Gaspard's in league with Corypheus, that would be a start.
What did Duchess Florian tell you?
She said Gaspard's mercenary captain is in the Royal Wing, that he knows about the assassination.
Which could be a trap.
Or a lead. Either way, you should search the private quarters in that wing for clues.
Then get me access. And in the meantime, get your soldiers into position.
At once. Be careful, Inquisitor.
Fox is God and judge here. If he says no spoilers, I won't spoil. But your movie will be spoiled, and you won't forget Kappa. And we won't have any enjoyment spoiled. No, you're not the only one who's hasn't seen the movie here, by the way. So just giving you a heads up. No worries. The only reason we put that up was because me and Drunk were talking about it earlier, and we were worried about who else joined in. So we were giving them a heads up. Hey, there's some spoilers that we were talking about. So if somebody joined up and inquired about it, we would just stop talking about it, and we're just talking about like, hey, I enjoyed the way Iron Man looked. I liked his new suit, or lack thereof. Not really much of a spoiler territory, because Iron Man always gets a new suit in every movie. For God's sakes, he had 43 suits in Iron Man 3. Oh yeah, you and your hour-long drive to your movies, I forgot. Good point, good point.
Another time, Inquisitor.
Commander, has anyone ever told you that you have the most remarkable eyes?
Several times this...
Ugh. So many crimes of fashion.
I found this out. I'm not sure of its value.
They're things courtiers get up to.
Not all of Iron Man 3 was horrible. It was more or less the ideas they had present had potential, and then they just terribly executed it, in my opinion. I mean, heck, according to the comics, the Mandarin had an Infinity Stone ring. That's what gave him the power. Ah. Well, according to the comics, Squirrel Girl can defeat Thanos, so, I mean, you're not wrong there. See, this is the part I enjoy talking about, the comic part, because you guys like enlighten me so much from that point of view. By all means, I love the fact that Squirrel Girl has the possibility of doing that.
Turned up something interesting. It concerns the Grand Duke. I intercepted orders to his general to sneak soldiers into the palace tonight.
How could he behave so dishonorably?
He would attack the Empress and break all
But yeah, Dark Raven, if you, the Mandarin was, in Iron Man 3 was pretty rough.
He's made a lot of threats to the Council of Heralds.
The Grand Duke is all talk, Inquisitor.
Very loud talk, accompanied by swords.
He has never had any skill at the game.
I found his own sister.
You quite...
That would be true.
Ask... There must be...
Do you have proof?
You must find proof so she can arrest Gaspard. She would never call off negotiations.
Until next time, Inquisitor.
Do take care.
Enjoy the masquerade.
Cool Ultra Instinct Goku. Well, according to the comic, I like to consider MCU a different universe from the comics. I agree, yeah. But that's why I lean away from, based off how the things I saw yesterday from the movie, I was like, yeah, it's fair to just assume this is more of an alternate universe some sort of way. I definitely agree with that statement. Royal Wing. Do I even have a key?
Well, that's useful.
Hey, he didn't get that power out of thin air. He made it work. Alright. Equip my stuff again.
Hello? Is anyone there? Somebody? Anybody?
Or more stat.
Oh, thank you.
Are you all right?
Goku is a god. Technically immortal form, Thanos would never ever touch him. Not once, but anywho, I'm out. Take it easy, have a good drive to the movies. I hope you enjoy it. And if I'm still streaming, feel free to talk about it with me. I definitely don't mind discussing it further.
This wing is sealed. How did you get in here?
Easy.
Just because it happened, he had to fight sleep. Isn't Goku great, guys? It's like Solar Dive Superman. Goku was given Ultra Instinct to battle Superman in the next death battle.
Briala told you to come to this wing of the palace.
Not personally. The ambassador can't be seen talking to the servants. We get coded messages at certain locations, but the order came from her. She's been watching the Grand Duke all night.
Total Text, have you been streaming lately, or have you just been focusing on school?
Is there anyone else who knows?
I don't know. Any of us could do it, but no. No one else would send me here. It had to be Briala.
So this room belongs to Grand Duchess Florianne.
It used to. This had been her private room in Halam Shiral since she was a child. But this part of the palace was damaged, and the royal family moved to the guest wing.
I had to focus on tasks for uni, but I probably stream something between today and tomorrow. I'll be looking forward to that then.
What were you trying to find in Florianne's old room?
How long till your exams are done for uni? And what will you be streaming? Will you be streaming some more League of Legends?
It takes great courage to come to the royal wing unarmed.
It's not courage to blindly follow Briala's orders into a trap. I knew her. Before. When she was Celine's pet. Now she wants to play revolution, but I remember. She was sleeping with the Empress who purged our alienage.
Would you be willing to testify to that, if I asked?
Absolutely. If the Inquisition will protect me, I'll tell you everything I know about our ambassador.
Go to the ballroom. Find Commander Cullen. He'll keep you safe.
Thank you. Make her protect you, Inquisitor.
Okay, guys.
What was that sound? Something's not right.
You painted Orlesian assholes! When I get out of this, I'll...
Inquisitor, what a pleasure. I wasn't certain you'd attend. You're such a challenge to read. I had no idea if you'd taken my bait.
I fear I'm a bit busy at the moment if you were looking for a dance partner.
How are your exams going so far, Nodal Tax? Sorry if I spaced out slightly.
It was kind of you to walk into my trap so willingly. I was so tired of your meddling. Corypheus insisted that the Empress die tonight, and I would hate to disappoint him.
Why kill the Empress? What does Corypheus want to achieve?
Celine's death is a
Kirsten Pizza!
Corypheus will enter the Black City
Ugh.
and claim the godhood waiting for him.
Wanted to stream Fallout 4, but I have it in Spanish. What's wrong with having it in Spanish?
Guided by the hand of an attentive
It was tasty. What type of pizza was it? Thin crust, pan crust, deep dish. Well, since you're in the UK, so you have like UK styled pizza. Wonder what that tastes like.
So small, Inquisitor. Why settle
Just a
for an
cheap
empire
frozen
where
shop, thin
Corypheus
crust.
make the entire world? I admit, I will relish the look on Gaspar's face when he realizes I've outplayed him. He always was a sore loser.
Well, besides pizza today, Kirsten, do you have any plans, or do you have work tomorrow?
The wild, of course.
Should be probably around 6 p.m. for you. Well, having it in Spanish means most of you guys wouldn't get what the character says. Better than no pizza, though. Yeah, I agree. Nodal text, it forces me to work on my Spanish, to be honest. My Spanish is, now.
You don't have to go through with this, Florian. There's still time to turn back.
Oh, my dear Inquisitor, you are so naive. In their darkest dreams, no one imagines I would assassinate Celine myself. All
3 p.m. to 11 p.m. Okay.
long enough to strike.
What will you be doing today?
You'll miss the rest of the ball, Inquisitor.
Oh, you didn't have work today. Wait, you don't have work today.
And bring me his marked
Oh, you
pass.
work on the weekends.
It will make a
What am I
fine gift
saying?
for the master.
Spare demon. Where'd she go? Okay. I wouldn't mind working on weekends, knowing the week is my weekend. Kappa. Although I don't know how it would work for Kirsten, so I'm speaking for myself. I work on the weekends, by the way. It's a double-edged sword. I work 10-hour shifts, so my weekend is 3 days, and my weekend is completely different from everybody else's.
It's safe.
Maker? I've never seen one that close before. I knew Gaspard was a bastard, but I didn't think he'd feed to fucking horrors over a damn bill.
Duke Gaspard lured you out here.
Well, his sister. But it had to come from him, didn't it? And all that garbage she was spewing doesn't mean anything. Gaspard had to be the mastermind.
Tell me everything you know.
The Duke wanted to move on the palace tonight, but he didn't have enough fancy chevaliers. So he hired me and my men. He had to offer us triple our usual pay to come to Orlais. Stinking punsy cheesemongers.
Want a new job? One that pays better? The Inquisition can always use a good mercenary company.
You hiring? I'm game. Anything's better than this bullshit. You want me to talk to the Empress or the court or sing a blasted song in a chantry? I'll do it.
Let go. In home. Okay. Depends, it doesn't bother you. But if I work weekends, everyone else is off and I can't see them. Yep, that's the main thing that bothers me for weekends. That your schedule is completely different from everybody else's. Somewhat fine. Figured that would be the downside. Yeah, it is the downside, but it's not like you hate it. It's like, okay, it's something I'll have to deal with. Oop. This is my court approval. Come on. Would be losing court approval to this. Locked from the other side. Of course you are. There's... What do you do for work? Vivid. Not Vivis. Total text. Can't believe I was about to say Vivis. Maybe because I see orange and I'm like, oh, orange. God dang it, keep going the wrong way. Wait, am I trapped? Can't go that way. Can't go that way. Where did I come from? Where am I? Who am I? What am I? What? Studying is my work. Okay, that's fine. Come on. Telling me there's no way out. Am I just stuck here? On to oblivion? How do I even get out of here? No way out. Oh. What? Where am I? So lost. Why am I? How are it is you?
Thank the Maker you're back. The Empress will begin her speech soon. What should we do?
Oh, you help your parents at the store?
The Grand Duchess is the assassin. Don't let her anywhere near the Empress.
Duchess? At once, Inquisitor.
Let all gathered attend. Her Imperial Majesty will now address the court.
Lords and ladies, as a nation, we mourn our sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, friends and lovers claimed by war. The sky is torn open. Our divine is dead.
How's job hunting going, drunk?
The end of all things comes upon us. Orlais must stand as a bastion, a bulwark behind which all Thedas may take shelter.
You don't need a master's to be a substitute teacher.
For 1,000 years. So shall it ever stand. This would not have been possible without the efforts of many.
Well, that's if you enjoy working with kids.
Please step forward.
Grand Duchess, stand down.
Jesus.
Now! For Corypheus, kill them all!
Soldiers suck.
Cullen, protect the people! Yes, Inquisitor.
Merkin fools, body bagging fools, man, left and right. I love how you got out of your clothes so fast.
Beaten at every turn. You've taken the moment of my victory and left me in disgrace. And now you've chased a defense.
Looking like LeBron out there body bagging people. Not this LeBron.
You were about to murder the Empress. We both know you're not defenseless.
True, you never were one to fall for my helpless damsel act. The night is still young. All I need to recover.
How do you do that? Oh.
So
Not that
good of you
LeBron.
to attend my soiree.
Getting body bagged. As Shannon Sharp would say.
Come back, Florian! Don't you want to dance? Watch out! He's up to...
Make him take you.
Okay. Aha, you're stuck in the air. Or I thought you were. Asleep.
Leaving so soon, Your Grace? She's up on the wall!
Put us asleep again. Go. Slap your cheeks. How's she tankier than me? It's the same class. Get bodied. Bagged. I'm gonna pull your muffin cap back. Heal your muffin cap back. Is that what they say? I think that's what they say.
Your sister attempted regicide in front of the entire court, Gaspard.
You're the spy master. If anyone knew this atrocity was coming, it was you.
You don't deny your involvement.
I do deny it. I knew nothing of Florian's plans. But you knew it all and did nothing.
I don't know which is better. That you think I'm all-seeing, or that you're trying so hard to play innocent and failing.
Enough. We will not bicker while Tevinter plots against our nation. For the safety of the Empire, I will have answers.
I wouldn't have caught Florian in time without Briala's help.
You were working together?
Of course.
Thanks to Briala, Gaspard's mercenary captain will testify that he hired men to infiltrate the palace.
Hired thugs? I didn't expect you to stoop so low, cousin.
Don't be naive, Celine.
Don't be naive.
The only difference between a mercenary and a common soldier is a uniform.
Keep talking, Gaspard. Eventually, you'll convince somebody.
Wait. Kirsten, you were doing a creative stream recently. Were you still building? What were you building the other day? Were you still working on that same project? I last saw you doing a creative stream. Sounds so far-fetched. It's a terrible question. Okay, cool. I'm glad you're able to answer it.
Here. I have the letter Gaspard penned to his general, ordering his men into position inside the palace.
Can you blame me? Considering what transpired, preparing to repel an attack was the course of wisdom.
We've all heard enough to damn the Grand Duke.
Thank you, Inquisitor. There can be no doubt of your treason, Gaspard.
No, it seems there cannot.
Briala found all of this out for your sake, Celine.
In light of overwhelming evidence, we have no choice but to declare you an enemy of the Empire. You
Oh, that's what you're doing. Okay, cool.
You have enough proof to dissolve his support for the throne, Your Majesty. You don't need to take his life.
As a favor to you, Inquisitor, I will let him live. Gaspard, you are hereby banished from the Empire on pain of death.
Is that all? You're too kind, Celine.
Thank you, Inquisitor, for all your efforts tonight. I owe you my life, and Orlais owes you its future. You have done a service for the Empire never to be forgotten, my friend. This piece is
Oh,
yours.
why do you disprove?
You
You weren't even here.
Instrument of Andraste.
You weren't even here.
Orlais will never forget your part in this. No
Do you
more.
have to disprove about so greatly, Cole? Should I kill him?
Lords and ladies of the court, the civil war which has plagued us is at an end. The Orlesian Empire is whole again. Those who drove us into war for selfish gain have been dealt with as traitors. Gaspard de Chalon is guilty of treason. He is no longer our cousin and shall never again hold title or land in Orlais. We have lost enough. No more! Now, we can move forward to healing and restoration. In our hour of need, the Inquisition has faced these dangers beside us. It is the honor of Orlais to stand with Andraste's herald to end this crisis. And in ages to come, our children and grandchildren can say that we left them a brighter world. Will you address the court, my friend?
Our enemy is clever. He manipulated the highest-ranking members of the court. If we want victory, we will have to fight him in more ways than one.
To stand with LeBron.
Not every battle.
No, they're not ready for that. They're not ready for that drunk.
That is tomorrow. Tonight, feast, my friends. Enjoy our victory.
And the Sixers were disappointing to me. Go down in 5. Ooh, Morgan.
Nobility make drunken toasts to your victory, and yet you are not present to hear them. Do you tire so quickly of their congratulations, Inquisitor?
Ooh, oh, bad. That's a yawn. That is a yawn.
I would have stayed, but the punch ran dry. Scandalous.
Indeed. Let us see if you take this piece of news.
The 76ers poop.
By imperial decree,
They had so much potential this year, but I guess
Celine wishes to offer you any and
LeBron did join their team. It would exponentially greaten their power, but it'll still be a little bit of ISO ball.
What skills do you have that would benefit us?
I have knowledge which falls.
But LeBron needs to stay in the East in order for it to be interesting for the NBA, or they'll break the conference barriers, or yeah, Western Eastern conferences will cease to exist once LeBron joins the West.
I had no idea you were interested in joining the Inquisition.
The assignment has been given to me, regardless of my personal interest. Celine knows you face an opponent who wields great magical power, which is far more important than her own curiosity. You will require my knowledge if you are to defeat such magic. Regardless,
I wonder if I should start streaming my first playthroughs of
thus I am not opposed
Dark
to
Souls 3.
Welcome to the Inquisition, Morrigan.
a most gracious.
I couldn't use my special.
I shall meet you.
Who would have thought that question would have set that off? Yeah, it'll be my first playthrough of Dark Souls 3.
Is everything all right? You look troubled.
This isn't over yet. Corypheus will strike back at us for this loss.
He surely will. But we'll be ready for whatever comes. Is there anything I can do? Can I get you anything? A drink, perhaps?
You know what we're doing, girl.
Would you care to dance with me, Lady Josephine?
I was hoping you'd ask, my lord.
We making this work. Mm-hmm. Do it. Do it. Come on, man. I was at 99 court approval. That's disappointing.
The matter is urgent, Lady Josephine.
I am well aware of that, revered mother.
We will need them to return to Val Royeaux as soon as possible. There are ceremonies, ordinations, makers.
Kirsten, how long does it take to build a model, by any chance?
My Lord Inquisitor.
A Bloodborne model?
Please, may I have a word with you?
How may I assist you, revered mother?
With the political turmoil put to rest, our minds turn to a single question. The next divine. We cannot answer it without the left and right hands of Divine Justinia V.
I have already told you, revered mother. Lady Leliana and Seeker Cassandra cannot be spared from their duties.
But surely with the support of the Empire...
Depends on what it is. Half an hour for a basic town person. Days for a big one. Depends what bits I have. What inspiration strikes. Ah. Interesting.
Why do you need Liliana and Cassandra?
They could rally the Grand Clerics to follow as no candidate from the clergy has been able to.
Liliana and Cassandra are candidates to become the Divine. How is that possible?
Not yet. But they could be. We need them to be. There is precedent. Other times
Depends on what it is. They aren't official kits or anything. I'm making them myself from other stuff. Ooh. That sounds really
Our late divine is still held
intricate.
To honor her, the Grand Clerics might support one of them as successor.
How long does the Chantry need them?
Several months, at least. If one of them is crowned divine, she would not be returning to the Inquisition.
Liliana and Cassandra would have to make that decision for themselves.
And they certainly will, at a later date. The Inquisitor has only just...
That's an interesting thing to do, though, Kirsten. I'm telling people I'm building using games, workshop, militia models. Cutting, reposing, changing heads and items. Sculpting hair, fur, bandages. Wow, that sounds really tedious. And I saw the setup you had when you were doing your creative stream too. That does sound really impressive and tedious at the same time. Do you believe it is?
Here is the request Harriet made.
Should I wait for his reply?
That is at his discretion. I have nothing further to add.
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. You saved an empress, and now she's eating out of your hand. Perfect mental image. All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
Happy to oblige. A taste of home just for you.
Not just for me.
I enjoy it. Not tedious for you. Oh, okay. That's a relief.
We were there. That's what counts.
Does it make you does it take your mind off things similar to playing games, or is it just a totally different concept in that way? No, I don't want to begin.
You know where I'll be.
That late footstep.
Hovering by the veil. After our time in Halam Shirao, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
You miss court intrigue. When were you at court?
Oh, well, never directly, of course. But from... and always fascinating. In any event, Celine should now be a steadfast ally. Especially after helping her neutralize Briala.
I hope you know that I didn't turn over Briala lightly. If I'd had another option...
What? Why would I disapprove of... Oh, because we're both elves. I'm sorry, I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
Who do you have much in common with? Who are your people?
A good question. I joined the Inquisition to save the world.
It's a hobby. I wouldn't do it if it was tedious. Good point. Some hobbies are tedious. Like doing no-hit runs. That's a hobby. / job. / tedious.
Even if we couldn't help Briala, I hope we can make life better for Elysian elves.
Stop Corypheus. That will do for a start. It speaks well of you to feel for the oppressed.
I'm going to try a no-hit run sometime. The challenge appeals. Ooh. Bloodborne only, or will you touch Dark Souls? Or do you have Dark Souls? God dang it, I go the wrong way every time. My ankles. BL4 first. Ah, good point.
Your worship. It looks bad.
One more level. Bruce.
It looks like a lot of things, except what you're thinking.
It's obvious Salam Shiral was almost lost to that elf. She used the Corypheus threat to clear a road.
Alright, let's see. What you gotta have, friend?
To work?
And I am getting so hungry right now. What to do?
Inquisitor. news on why Corypheus is sending people to explore
What you gonna eat? Probably cereal first. I still have leftovers from the hipster Chinese place we went to yesterday. Probably lunch on cereal or oatmeal, and then eat my leftovers right before I head to work.
The last time I was at Alam Shiral was Countess Letienne's wedding. There were a dozen affairs, 5 secret
It was full of
and a duel between 2 chevaliers
let's see.
over the vintage of an Antivan
It had scallops, calamari, and huge shrimp. Lots of carrots and broccoli.
You don't see the Empress of Orlais almost killed in
Not so brave. The game's become increased. It's disturbing. So few people in the Orlesian court were aware of the Duchess's machinations.
You'd think the game's greatest players would spot a murderer in their midst.
As I said, insularity. Familiar rivals become the only ones worth sparring with. But let's not lose sight of victory. Your actions at the ball have secured us allies and...
Work. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, man.
My favorite moment of the evening is still our waltz in the garden.
I could have danced with you for hours. We must do it again sometime.
Haha, you can get it.
We've received letters from Archon Redanus of Tevinter and King Marcus of Nevada. For both monarchs to come to us is nearly unheard of.
And the Inquisition's deeds have won their respect.
They'd never have contacted us otherwise.
I believe you'll find something. It'll be the step in the right direction for you.
King Marcus asked the
Have you thought of looking at anything in crime scene investigation? Or will you need any anything further?
What course of action would you take if you were in my place?
strained as their relationship with our